Hello there, everybody. Now we already know this for a fact that Blueface and Chrisean Rock are a toxic couple. We already know this for a fact. Now we're going to see Agent and Low repeat it to us, because why not?
It's so sad what we do for entertainment.
It is, but this is
because back in the day, wasn't it just like you would gossip on reality TV shows like, "Ooh, she tried to take, she did that, and she was talking to him behind my back."
I know she punched her producer or
this is
something
like an
like
extreme
that.
version of that. Because we have now graduated to physical confrontation, and there is not even
Or
like there's a
something like
consequence
that.
for it. Like, how many times have we seen these two swing on each other on camera?
What? I know, bro. You all right, dude?
We don't even know what happened off camera, and nobody seems to care. It's just new.
No one.
You just wake up. Oh, it's funny. Chrisean beat him in the back of the head with a fucking bottle again.
I'm getting my glass out.
You can't just rip it like that.
I'm not ripping it.
and then I seen this where she beat him with like I say beat him, but like hit him with a like big ass bottle of something. It's like it's not beer, a liquor bottle. Like, you know them hard big ass liquor bottles? Yeah, I've seen big like that. Like them big liquor bottles that like you drop on the ground and they go ding ding and don't crack. Yeah.
Getting it out.
Bro, I had a big ass now.
Having a couple chuckles about it. So, you do the exercise where like you flip the roles and you're like, man, what if it was the other way around and shit like that?
But and then I be seeing Blueface also do crazy stuff too, and I'm like,
but it's
not as crazy.
They don't, but I be like, damn. But I will say this, man. Blueface and Chrisean Rock, most toxic relationship I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. This is content.
The crazy part is the reality show that he started was on OnlyFans first.
Yeah. Really?
And he created that, and then in that,
I didn't know that.
Met Chrisean is that she was a part of that, man. Mm-hmm. Man, Chrisean, massive athlete. People don't know this, man.
Yeah.
Great athlete, had a potential. At least people think that. But then when you dig a little bit more deep into her past, very troubled past. Her father in and out of her life. She was actually homeless at 9. Crazy. Damn. So when they got together, man, it was only a matter of time before things got a little outrageous, man. So then, as they got together, she's on the show. She gets into these back and forths with her baby mom, driving up baby Blueface's baby moms. Oh man, toxic, man, yeah. Toxic.
So I told him, we're not doing that. We're not doing no hugging on. You're not touching nobody. None of that. Right? We did that. Don't touch nobody. If you had a production, you had a show, right? That's what you claim. Look, you don't touch nobody.
Damn.
Drives up the rating, man. Just drives that motherfucker up. Blueface like, man, Blueface, baby, you want to get this money? Signs her to a deal. And then from that moment on, it gets like so progressively worse.
A lot
so
worse.
First, bro, Whack 100 was like, bro, you're done. I'm packing you up, bro. You are out of here. You ain't really on this shit no more. And Whack 100 is Blueface's manager.
Oh, really?
You ain't really
I didn't know that.
Shit.
He dropped you a week ago. 2 weeks ago. He dropped you. He did. And you explain to her that I have the right to say, I don't want to do business with you. You're free to go. Show me.
You're not her manager. Is that right? You're not her manager.
No. I manage who she's saying manages her.
She wouldn't leave the Blueface house, bro. She's like, I'm not leaving. I'm here. I'm signed. He was like, no, you're not, bro. She eventually left, but she Chrisean. She started selling crack on the side. And then
wait, what?
And she left, but she Chrisean. She started.
Arrested in Oklahoma for distribution of controlled substance. That's crazy. And how's she out?
Crack on the side, and then came back, stole this nigga Blueface car, and gave
stole his car.
You told her you loved her. Does that ever make it okay to steal somebody's car and drive it across the country to give it to their mom?
That alone.
That's wild.
I want everybody to pause and just stop for a second. That alone is insanity. For you to leave a game show or a reality show and then you immediately say, hey man, I need to go sell crack. She got caught doing it too.
Got caught.
Yeah, I heard. She was doing it in the G-Wagon.
That's funny.
Is where the physicality comes into play. Now, I personally, I don't know how Blueface keeps getting like tied back to her, because at that point, that should have been it. Like, in my opinion, like, I'd be like, all right, cool. You stole my car. You're selling crack.
You're done.
You're done. Like, you should really be in jail right now. All right, we're being honest with ourselves. You should just be straight in jail. But Blueface, I don't know if he loves the toxicity. He believes that she a real one because how crazy connected she is. But at that point, I think he probably made a mistake because they just been getting physical back and forth. There's videos of them like outside getting into physical altercations. Videos of Blueface inside his house saying, "Bro, you hitting me, you beating me up," and da 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 da. It escalated without a doubt when they were pulling each other hair and Blueface got hit over the head with a Hennessy bottle.
I'm getting
I
the
haven't
glass
seen
out.
it.
You can't just rip it like that.
I'm not rubbing it. I'm getting it out. Look, I gotta lay it all out in here.
Yeah, that
I'm
thick
about to
bottle.
go get a vacuum.
And at first they were like, "Oh, it's all right, like it's cool." When he started damn near blacking out, they had to call the ambulance. It's actually pretty
Really?
insane, actually.
And it hasn't got better since, man. It hasn't got better since.
It has, man.
This
She
is
was
like a
crying.
complete
She got kicked out of
disregard
like
between the both
no
of them
jumper.
for,
I think.
like anything that's not just like unadulterated, just pure toxicity.
Yeah.
And like, I can't even like when someone like now the definition of toxic has changed, bro.
Yeah.
It used to be like you could just gaslight someone a couple times or be disingenuous or just like tell white lies, and that's slightly toxic. But they have taken the definition of toxic to such a brand new level. This woman has tattooed this nigga's face, his name all over her body from her fucking pelvis.
That says Jonathan's.
Yeah, to
So we
all
know.
over her neck, to
Yeah.
all around her body that she has fucking Blueface branding and things like that. She's locked in like these.
She's
even though
twinning him for sure.
Every 3 months, this nigga's putting out a tweet saying he's packing her up and then they end up getting back together. And every week, there's some new news story about a new physical altercation. Whether it was like Blueface interacting with her dad,
Yeah.
and Blueface told her dad to his face, like, "Oh, you taught her to hit men like that?" or something like that. You taught her to be physical like that? You could argue she had a horrible upbringing. You could argue a lot of this shit is rooted in trauma from her childhood and shit like that. And all of that could be true. All of that does not excuse you immediately being the evil that you saw growing up, because there's a certain level of growth you just have to go through, and it's difficult and it's part of life, and who knows like what that looks like for her. But like that's not an excuse for you to smack me in
That's
the
true.
back of the head with a bottle. It just isn't.
I think what's getting worse is that like it's spilling beyond just them two. So again, the family situation. Then she came over here and threw a chair in a wall. And Kai is like,
yeah.
"Bro, what's going on?" And looked at Blueface, and Blueface was like,
Gonna work.
Yeah, because this is a little.
It's because they were drunk or whatnot.
My bad,
But,
Chad.
yeah.
Oh, you put a hole in my wall.
I watched that shit live. It was. Did I watch it live?
God, you just put a hole in my wall.
What's that right there? That's a video here?
That's for it. Yeah. What game? Grand Theft Auto? It's a custom game.
Why you do that to Kai Airbnb like that?
And then they cut
Airbnb is
in.
my house.
Yeah. That was. I was like, Airbnb.
In light of your unique situation,
Airbnb, nah. I'm pretty sure you sleep there.
I give a fuck if I have $1 billion or $2, nigga. You
Yeah.
put a hole in my wall, I'm gonna be equally upset.
"It is what it
It's
is.
It's the way it is,
It's
man.
what it is. That's what she do, dog.
That's what she did.
She crazy, man."
And through all of this, like, of course, both of them take responsibility for it, but it's not equal. Like,
Is it though?
she is. Yes, this nigga Blueface not perfect in all this. He definitely fucked up plenty.
No, but do they take responsibility?
No, they don't, but they should. Is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
I seen this.
Take her outside.
I seen this.
There's nothing to talk about.
There's nothing to talk, like, all that's gonna do is add fuel
Yeah, I
to the
seen
fucking
this.
fire.
Bro, she was. Yeah, I seen that. The clips.
She's pregnant now.
Which is crazy. Like
Yeah.
just add even more to it, bro.
She's pregnant. She's saying it's his. He's saying it's not his. And on top of that, I saw a clip of her bragging about 3 different abortions she done had previously. Like the way she said it was like borderline like sociopathic. She's like, "Yeah, I just killed him."
If I have a baby, I'm keeping it this time.
Jesus.
What? I killed like 3 of them.
Okay,
Hey,
Chrisean,
yo.
wait.
What? I'm ready now.
Oh, Jesus.
You know, you always have that bad feeling like, it's not right.
It's not the right time. You think it's the right time now?
I wouldn't mind if
But
it
do
was
you
right
think
now.
it's the right time?
Yeah.
B
You think
Simone
it's
is.
the right time?
B Simone is like, ain't no way you ready to be a mom. You know what being a mom is, right?
No, I need a ring, but you're right.
All right.
I swear, it fucking blew my mind. Like it just didn't matter to her. We have Is it our
So
fault?
I'm about to say, okay, so there's so many things to take away. All right, first, yes, they're toxic. It's a relationship that shouldn't really exist, and it's so fascinating how this stuff unfolds on the internet. And genuinely, I don't think anybody cares anymore.
They don't.
Like, it's just like we just see some of those toxic.
I mean, it's not like you could do anything. You can't go over there and be like, break up.
Behavior from two individuals, and it's just like, what's next? Like y'all just ask for what's next. So,
but also like, look, it's kind of like when you're listening to music and you're like, damn, there's just one archetype of artist. Like especially in rap, like each male artist is this way and each female artist is this way. Well, that's because that's what sells the best. So when you want to commercialize a product, regardless of what it is, it could literally be a human, could be the thing you're trying to commercialize. You want to do the thing that sells the best. So everyone just ends up being the kind of the same thing because that's what sells best. In the same way, these two had just discovered their toxicity can be monetized, right? Like they're doing a reality TV show. Reality TV shows are just drama. That's all it is. And I remember one time I was talking to a director over a VP actually at one of these large companies that do reality TV shows on television. And one of the questions he asked 3 times, and I didn't answer it, was like, is there anybody like you got problems with? It's like anyone you got like problems or conflict with? Like that's what they do. They like source this shit out. So in the same way,
should have said Fredo.
That's what he was expecting me to say. Thank you. That was a while ago anyway. But anyway, they were looking for drama, and so we're just recognizing that drama, conflict, and in this case, regardless of how physical their altercation is, can be monetized with next to no repercussions, especially if she's the one doing it. Because if the roles were reversed and Blueface hitting her in the back of the head with bottles, bro, this shit would be over. He'd be in jail. I think he's actually like currently, I think it's an attempted murder charge, but it has nothing to do with her. He'd be packed up. So they just discovered if she's the one doing the physical confrontation, most people do not care enough to stop it, but people might care enough to tune in, especially if they had to pay bread on OnlyFans to pay attention to all this shit. So they're just monetizing their drama in a very creative way and nobody seems to give a fuck. Niggas just seem to be entertained by the shit. So of course they're gonna keep doing it.
So do you think that means that I'm not saying you're saying this, but I just want to ask.
Some of it looks like they drew it out.
Yeah, for sure.
Or maybe even they didn't draw it out. It just happened naturally, but they leaned into it because they knew what it was going to come with.
Question I have though is like, is Blueface borderline consenting to whatever happens to him? Because if he's monetizing this,
he's not consenting to it.
Yeah, but he's basically okaying it if he's monetizing it. Like he already knows that it can get extreme. He's like, no, I want you to be here so we can continue to get revenue off of it if we're creating the show.
You know what's so wouldn't funny? Like essentially be right now?
I know. If the roles were reversed,
we wouldn't be having that combo. We would be here. We'd be saying, is she fearing for her life? Is the only reason she's at the interviews because he has this power and control over her? We'd be talking about power dynamics and this. You know what the conversation would look like if it was the other way around.
I know.
No, he's not consenting to being hit in the back of the head with a bottle. He's not consenting to being slapped upside the fucking head in front of his friends and things of that nature. You cannot justify an extreme action because somebody else initiated.
I get that.
True.
But
that's escalation.
Fair enough. But that's like if me and you have a back and forth over and over and over again, and I know your cues and triggers, fair enough. It's not going to be okay it's not okay that your reaction is that. But if I know that you're going to do what you do, I bear some culpability of doing it.
I like you keep pushing the same button, I guess.
Yeah. So
but it's not equal though.
It's not. I'm not saying it's equal.
Yeah, but you do.
A, B, you're right. We wouldn't be having this conversation if the roles were reversed. Yeah, if I was sitting here saying, as a woman, you hold some culpability to a man hitting you because you know his triggers and cues. Yeah. No, I wouldn't be saying that. So that is also fair. I just think this is like very interesting, that dynamic, and I also do find it very interesting that there is a subsection of people who just find this shit entertaining. I have to go on Twitter and one of those really? Crazy ass accounts who just be posting bullshit and call it hip hop. It's crazy, bro. Y'all,
I haven't seen more of those.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of those. Y'all niggas, anything crazy happens, 2 black people doing it, it's hip hop, dog. It's hip hop. It's hip hop. That's what that is, dog. My hip hop account is starting to record on this, bro.
Yeah.
Anything. I find it very interesting that this is deemed entertaining when this is just a DV relationship, very toxic. There's some form of emotional, verbal anguish between these two as well, and y'all deem that as entertaining, and that should not be entertaining. That genuinely speaking.
But think about this. Like now, you have to think about human nature. Now, this I actually have a theory. I think in 50 years, we're gonna get very close to Spartacus times. You know, like when they had a big ass Coliseum, they got 2 prisoners, and it's like, hey man, just fight for y'all lives. And they got bored sometimes seeing people kill each other, so they would unleash lions in that bitch. They're like, all right, you guys have to fight each other. Whoever survives, you live to see another day, but also you gotta fight this lion. And back in the day, like, people would line up to see that type of entertainment, regardless of the fact that niggas was really dying in there. But you know, like UFC 20 years ago would not have been a thing. Now it's normal. Now it's slap boxing. UFC is not even like
slap
enough
boxing is
like,
crazy.
Oh, no, we want to see straight. We want
Yo,
straight shit.
the dude with his face like blown up.
But they standing straight up.
So I'm seeing
I'm
seeing a trend of like more and more physical, more and more extreme. Like back in the day, gossiping would be enough for like a reality TV show to be very successful. And now we're seeing physical confrontation.
A couple reality shows had some physical altercation. Like, ooh, wow, I really like that.
Ooh, hold on, you can get kicked out after having a fight with somebody, and the views go up.
Wow,
So
why even kick him out? Just keep him.
Yeah, human nature doesn't change that much over the course of thousands of years.
Fair enough.
So I'm saying I genuinely believe in 40 to 50 years we will be seeing fuck 40 to 50 years. In 10 years, we're gonna be seeing a lot more instances of people trying to monetize on more extreme behavior. And this is just the beginning of it. I don't think it stops here, because not only do people not care when it happens, but they're incentivized to do it. And you know anything about humans, you incentivize them with attention, money, power, control, they will not gonna say 100% of the time, 95% of the time, depending on the person, move in the direction of more money, more power, more control, more influence, more attention. They will. So this is just one example of it.
But if that's the case, then I don't want to hear nobody tell me how important DV is to them. Like, don't tell me how
you can't think that.
What's DV?
That's what I'm saying. You cannot think that DV, which is domestic, no, you cannot tell me that you care that much about it, you care anything about it, and y'all watch this right here religiously.
That's true.
If you enjoyed this video, man, make sure to drop a like on it. But click this video right here, because if you played Hogwarts Legacy, you're canceled, buddy. But you gotta click it to find out.
Yeah, figure out why you canceled, dog.
But you're done for though. Just
That's tough. If I had money, I would play that game, but I don't. It looks fire though. I'm amazed how that relationship those two hasn't resulted in death after this long. That's a lot of a woman that's actually love her is crazy. Wasn't it like, isn't she cute? I seen it like in one of the things where like Blueface was beat up, where they showed a picture of him like black eyed and shit. I don't know if it was black eyed, but it looked like he had one. It's like, she's so cute. I'm dead. But yeah, let me know you guys' opinions on this. But what can you do about it? It's not like I could go over to their house and be like, yeah, it's time for you guys to break up. Like, their brother, their parents, try to talk to them. It ain't work. So what can I do about it? I don't even watch them like this, so I don't care. But like, subscribe. See you guys later. Hope you have a good day or night. Bye. See, look. See, if you know what, I'm gonna just start watching Hogwarts Legacy content, but I'll still play the game like 3 months down the line when I forget everything. But yeah, bye.